Truly. No better time than exactly right now, George Lucas. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to We Play New Games on Sunday, or my Monday, if you were in Australia and New Zealand and other parts of the world that are slowly joining me on the first day of the working week. Hello, everyone. It is me. It is Frost. We're here to check out the Cub. Thank you for being here.
Cub, is this on Game Pass?
You're asking me a question I don't know an answer to.
Oh no, put it on the hot seat.
Oh, no.
It's on Steam, I'll tell you
Oh,
that much.
no.
It is on Steam and it's on sale. Ooh, what you know?
What you know?
$10, 4 cents.
$10 and 4 whole centaroonies.
Yeah, that's what breaks it. If it was a 10 clean, I would have bought 2 copies already.
2? Fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. One more drink of tea.
Have at it then. Good morning, Twitchers, YouTubers. You guys need names to differentiate from each other so we can have proper gang wars.
Well, we can't call Twitch twats. That would be... I think I've gotten us demonetized in the first few minutes. Shame on me.
No, it's okay, because we're funded by you all.
We
here
are.
On Patreon. This
And
goal up
thank you
there.
for your support.
Yeah, that goal right up there. It's by you. It's your fault. Oy, oy, oy.
Alright, the music was very loud on the main screen. I will now turn it back up. Not on the main screen.
On stuff, absolutely. Oh my god, Neil Breen himself. Thank you.
Oh,
There we go. Hold A for the stronger jump. Are you a fan of, depending on how long you hold it?
I was just about to say, I don't necessarily... It's more the wording and the verbiage of it. Stronger jump. I'm like...
Stronger, though.
Well, you can have a really strong small jump. Because then you slam.
Yeah.
You know, is it truly stronger if it is just higher? Should it not just be higher jump?
Higher jump. Longer jump? No.
Longer jump?
Maybe.
No, because that would be distance. That would be distance.
Tutorial ruined already. Yeah, but I was wondering, like, how many of you do prefer your games where the longer you hold A, the further you go? I'm okay with it, but I also kind of like not smashing my A button through. It's actually stuck in my controller because of how much stronger I wanted it to be. Red warning for Storm Isha. What? Hurricane. At this hour. Twats versus tubers. That's good.
Twats and tubers. I really dig that. It's got some interesting undertones that I'm kind of here for.
Twats and tubers. Oh, you got tomorrow off. Nice, syrup. Yeah, big holiday for you.
Ooh.
Look at this.
I discovered fire.
The days were hot. Fish died in the lake. Plants yellowed. Birds stopped singing. There was thunder, but no rain. You call this period the Great Ecological Catastrophe. I heard my mother's heartbeat as she carried me to Alphaville. People chased us. I remember her driving and bison running by. Then we reached the flooded city with refugees in rubber boats. Suddenly, I couldn't find Mama. I was scared and alone. I'll never know whether she died or abandoned me. I only remember the rockets leaving for Mars. That night, the fighting started. I ran deep into the forest.
It's got very deep very quickly.
She found me and raised me with her cubs. People who didn't make it into the rockets were dying in combat and from the mutating environment. But we, the orphans and animals, didn't fight.
Just went up in the trees.
Together we adapted to nature that grew out of the rubble. Many moons passed, and then one day, some humans returned. They called themselves Martians.
Socks and free.
They flew around, dressed in yellow. They went hunting and played golf. I would steal their golf balls for fun. It really upset them. Then one day, I found a dead Martian.
Matt Damon.
I took off his helmet and put it
Matt
on.
Damon, that you?
There was music playing in it. After years of only speaking wolf, I listened to the Martian radio and
Alright, so
learned
question,
human
if we have
language again.
YouTube
After the
name
replay,
and Twitch name,
one full moon later,
what are you if you
I
were in
was
both?
chasing a tasty bug
Oh God.
when another spaceship
Unhappy.
with new Martians arrived.
I think it's just George Lucas. It's the only one I
think it's
see
just
hop
George
from
Lucas.
one or the other.
It was just
Star
because I
Wars
was
fan.
reading the double jump, preferably with a flip, is my favorite basic game mechanic, and I'm like, huh, that's very funny.
Honestly, yes, I do prefer the double jump instead of like, give me a double jump instead of two very like hold for harder jump. Yeah. If those for those of you who don't know, this is very much like a move to the right 'em up type game, little platformer action. You get to play as Gray Caillou. Oh yeah.
Bro, I still had drink in my mouth.
Oh no. It also
No
gives me
humor is
like,
allowed when I am drinking water.
what was it? This while I was playing it gave me some sort of like, oh, this feels like Tarzan from the old PlayStation, but a little smoother. Yeah. Quite nice.
Yeah,
She
modern
wolf's name.
sensibility and physics and colliders. But
Little limbo, little inside action. Yeah, this is starting to become like very cinematic though. But like if these games can stick that like 5-hour playthrough, these become almost like new movies to me.
you reckon?
Yeah.
I did that.
Going for a Johnny Bravo hairdo today? No crazy pompadour. It just naturally does that when I don't care. Just eats itself. Whoa, mama. Whoa.
Alright, T has been consumed. T has been fully consumed. Bug is being chased.
Yeah, Planet of Lana, or American Arcadia, those types. This is more of the Planet of Lana circles. The natural pompadour, yo, just came out too cool. You're into Donkey Kong 64 again, no crunching for times this time. Oh my god.
Oh, I died.
Oh yeah, this is where the tones are a little odd. It's like, this is an infant that's dying. Would you like to see a diagram of how he died?
Yeah, it's like I just witnessed it. I just saw it though.
You know, I was like, what's the rating on this thing? Jesus.
What do you mean?
Tones all over the place. No, that's as I was playing this, that's all I could think of. I was like, oh my god, what was this rated? This is not something I'd give a child. Amy, what's your best voice impression? Probably yourself, right? An impression of you?
Best impression. Yeah, probably me. I do a very
Eric.
good Amy Campbell. Like really, really good.
Oh yeah. What time is it on your end? Amy's 6 in the morning, I
6
believe.
a.m.
Disgusting.
And
And it's
whatever
1,
current minutes it is.
yeah, and then 1 p.m. for me, which is also way too early.
1 a.m.
1 p.m. Shoot.
You get
Shot
one
here, you
burp.
go. Fruit.
Now I actually need to burp. I thought that only happened with yawns.
Oh, this is what we got here. Oh, Paul with the $2 reviews. Can you give me your best Nick impression?
I knew that was coming because I was like, do I say that I do a really mean Nick impression? And I'm like, nah.
That's where the
like,
lore
by
of
mean, I
poo-poo
mean
came
like
from.
really good.
Yeah. That's where the whole lore, though, behind the Nick Loves Poo-Poo came from. It was a Nick impression from you.
Was it me?
Yeah, it was you. Someone paid, said, can you do a Nick impression? And you were saying, I'm Nicholas Calandra, and I love poo-poo.
Was that actually where it came from?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I didn't realize I was so powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Trendsetter. George Lucas got it. Hockey, Halo, Siege.
I'm Nick Calandra. Welcome back to Second Win. Today, Amy and Frost are going to play a game. It's called The Cub.
Oh my god. See, I don't know, like, you may not always hit the pitch. You always get the cadences so fucking well. You did it insanely well with Yahtzee. That I was like, oh my god, Nick does have that sort of like Midwestern draw to him. Oh my god, that's good. Or you've just been hanging around them for a very long time. Oh my god, yeah. It sounds half asleep sometimes. SBS Guru 2000 with the €5. Did you know you can catch and enslave humans in Power World? Though they're not very
I'm
useful.
very
They can only
aware.
use the workbench. At least the ones I caught. Yeah. Which is kind of nice because I was thinking while I was playing that game, I was like, it's unfair that I can only hunt Pokemons for stuff. Or like, let's
Thank
hunt
God.
human. Yeah.
I don't like
Newly
that
released.
snake. I don't like that snake.
What about my draw? Go back to bed, Nick. It's okay. The stream's not on fire. You're fine. Quick reminder. Chronicles is coming back. Oh, baby.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
hell yeah.
Stuff of Legends gets a new skin, new name.
Alright, now I feel stupid. The bug came
Wow.
down here.
It's time
I
to...
don't know how to get down there.
It's high noon. Yep.
It's high noon.
Oh yeah, there is some like exploration, but if you care to, you can just keep going to the right as much as possible. Just how it plays out.
Oh, there was a gap.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
Was it this
And then
game? I
done.
can't remember. There was one that I kind of had trouble knowing what was in the foreground and the background. Just kind of mixes.
Yeah, this one does have a little bit of mix on it.
A little bit of that. What's this? Time for his Steam code. Ooh, Slinger VR. Look at that. Grab on that game. Heard you're a
Grab on
gamer. So how
Did you
about a
know?
game while you game? You game?
I game. Do you game?
Do you game?
You game.
No, I don't like
Am I a
games.
video game?
I know. No, I actually don't like video games.
I knew it.
Yeah. I'm a fake. I'm a fraud.
It was the coldest take all along.
I don't like games. I actually like knitting more than gaming.
Progress. That wall
What?
says progress.
That?
Yeah, it says progress.
You can read Russian?
Yeah, when I worked at PoE, because it was one of the bigger communities, I tried to learn a little bit just so I at least understood Cyrillic enough
Yeah, that's it. Cyrillic.
that
Yeah.
I could try and just so I had a base enough understanding so that I could phonetically spell out the words.
Sure. Wow, nice. See, I tried that once back when I was playing DayZ, just because everything's written in Cyrillic. Yeah.
I'm amazed at how much I've retained, to be honest.
Eve saying you might be a little far from your mic, just a wee bit quiet.
Hello. It's
Yeah.
very hot.
There you go. Oh, is your summer heating up already?
Yeah, but it's been going through waves of being not too bad.
Yeah.
Ambushed by insurgents. No, it sounds bad. Yeah, there's been moments of it being not too bad, and it's actually been a cooler summer than most. But then yesterday and today have been.
Well, do you? Yeah, Amy Lord just gets more and more badass. Yeah, finding out a lot.
Yeah, that was funny.
Eric, you almost sold your PlayStation to a scammer. Oh. This is one. Amy Frost, how many languages have you learned, either in school or in spare time?
At school, I went to a couple of schools, so I learned a few. So Japanese, French, like a year of Spanish. And then, yeah, I tried to learn a little bit of Russian.
If you were dropped in each respective country, do you think you could make it out?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Could you
Because I hadn't.
get them?
See, the thing is, I retain. Like, I can learn languages pretty well.
Sure.
Oh, no, not the underwater bits. Oh, no. There's a big shark in here. No, it wasn't a shark. It was a crocodile thing. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, because my brain has a bit of a knack for patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I'm hearing an Australian voice. Like, very Australian.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's just always so weird when I hear an actual Australian. And then the kid just starts making sense. Yeah, so I think that's what I've learned. I don't think I do particularly well at each of them on their own. But it's something I do wish I'd maintained more, because I think I could have been pretty good at it. If I'd stuck with it. The child just got electrocuted.
We can't hear the audio in game, just the sound effects mega loud, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So
There aren't
balance.
many options,
Yeah.
and it's either radio volume or master volume. Now the radio volume is actually higher.
Weird.
But it's almost like it's not coming from that.
Yeah.
Very strange. It's very, very strange.
Yeah. It's like they're just stickers and not real. And Andy C, welcome to the Green Gang. Thank you,
Oh,
thank
heck
you.
yeah.
Oh, and again with the 50 Mexican pesos. Hello again, you beautiful people. Question: do you notice any significant dip in viewership during AGDQ games done quick? Not really. Because you can have two tabs open, you know. Oh, no. I don't know if like games done quick is a main monitor type of thing. Not like, oh damn, I was
Yeah.
gonna watch this, but then yeah.
Unless it's one of those ones that they demo in like 10 minutes and you're like, I need to witness this for myself.
Yeah. I used to be like, I'm only gonna go in for like the games I care for, but then other ones, it's like Persona 5 in 10 minutes. Excuse me?
Yeah, and then you're like, I need to know everything about this.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm meant to get around this. Do I go underneath?
And I tend to, yeah, you can crouch. Jolene. Oh, you had it.
No, then I walked into the bug.
Then you went right back into, yeah, no. Like, I'm very particular about my speed runs. I don't really care for any percent. I like a no glitch, you know? Like, come on, we gotta play fair here.
Oh, you like a no glitch. Now, see, my favorites are glitch.
So fair.
So easily my favorite game to watch speedruns of, because I really enjoyed the game. And then just seeing all the wild stuff people were doing with it to speedrun it is, to this day, just some of the best stuff I've ever seen, is Prey from 2014. Oh my word, what people can do with that goo gun. I tell you what.
It's just, for me, it's just like difficult to know what it is that's going on, because I think IGN, they do these where the developers watch the speed runs and they're like, oh, you just used the I told you somebody would use the hole in the mesh to blah blah. I'm like, yes, she did it. Tool assisted speed runs is funny sometimes, yeah.
Tool assisted, interesting. Yeah, no, Prey speedruns, if you've never watched them, like, so the game notoriously had quite a few loading screens. And what makes it so interesting for Prey is the fact that, sorry, I was platforming and I couldn't get the words out. Because you were doing all of those different, like, just because there were so many things you could do in the game, you had so many different options, people were using the main kind of like weapon you have to clip through the environment in a way that it would literally bypass the loading screens, and where it would try to load into an area and would just thrust you there, or thrust you into this deep space hull of area that you could then just pick up the quest items and leave.
Yeah.
It is the most fascinating thing I have ever seen. So fascinating.
What should call it? I don't know. I think it's just more I want to see the limits of humans, where they can go without getting into the code. Once I understand the code, I'll probably feel a little more like Neo, like, oh, but of course he just did the, the YY input and tweak out of the map, and he touched the finish line. But
Yeah, that's fair.
I like it more when they're like, I'm playing on the Japanese version because the text is 10% faster.
Yes.
Those are more the kinds of things that I'd be about. Yeah, but no. I'm not sure who like watches all of them all the time. I feel like I can't appreciate speed in every game, and it just comes down to like what am I used to. Like right now,
I appreciate speed in every game.
Yeah, like right now it's Final Fantasy IV, and I can't. I'm like, I don't know. Are you going fast? If it's a game I've played, a game I enjoy, I love seeing those.
Yeah.
You know?
Again,
and then
Path of
inadequate.
Exile. Oh, timestamp. How long did it take? Path of Exile speedruns to Act 5 are the most incredible things. Like, that's how they finish Exarchon.
We brought up POE. Take a shot. Yeah. A little breakfast shot here. A little scrambled egg and whiskey.
Just a little one. Not a big one. Just a little one.
Ooh. Yeah. It's well, you drink the whiskey and you chase it down with some hash browns. Yeah, I'll have a look at like the playlist and go like, ooh, I should turn in for the Dark Souls one again.
Far out. How is that not double jumping?
Oh yeah, when you're sliding, it won't you just can't double jump after a slide.
All right, so it just has to be perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, my controller's not working. Oh no, you're intending this. That's always odd to me. Like my internal logic, learning when the double jump is available and when it's not.
Oh, because there's no clean way to explain it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is.
Outside of failure.
And even then, if you fail and then you put it down to your input not working, instead of it being, oh, they mustn't intend me to do this, that's a problem.
With you on the whiskey, but the eggs over easy. I don't know. Whiskey and a Scotch egg. Oh, yum. This game makes me think about the old Lion King games. Yeah, I was telling you, the further you get along, I was like, this is some Tarzan vibes.
Look, the Jungle Book.
Oh, look at that. Speaking of, good old Rudyard Kipling. I think what kind of makes me ill to my stomach is, I guess, like, games where even the best speedrunners only are faster by, like, 5 minutes than the average runner. I'm like, oh my god. Then there's not that much excitement to it. Imagine training your whole life, but you can only run faster than the average person walks. It's like, oh. I want a game that just kind of gets a little wacky, gets a little broken. Like watching somebody getting on a horse and a horse climb on Skyrim. So good.
It looks like something that's going to hurt me.
You can do it. What was it? Oh, yeah. I had never answered the languages question, so I know English, I know Spanish. I took a bit of French in school, but I wouldn't trust it. It's more so my understanding of romance languages. Yeah, it's for me, you know. I whisper, je t'aime, zut alors, you know,
Je m'appelle
just there
Amy.
every now
Je
and again.
suis chocolat.
Je maple, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm getting swarmed.
Oh no, I got swarmed hard. But what is it? What language would I want to learn next? I don't know.
That's the real question, isn't it? What would you want to learn?
Yeah, like I'd want a practical one. So around here we've got Koreans, so there's an option. We've got, I mean, a lot of them. I've got a friend who is like tries to teach me some, and I so maybe I commit to that. What else do we have around here? Like that's a solid one. I feel like would French be useful? I don't know. And then obviously, I did like a small thing in Japanese. I can only count to
I
2.
can't slide any faster.
Yeah. See, Mandarin Chinese is good if you ever go to China. But I don't think I'll ever go to China. Yeah, I took Latin as well. That was very useless. I did 100 modules in Rosetta Stone. It didn't get me anywhere. Learn Finnish. Solid language, but very few people speak it, even the Finnish.
This is very hard.
Yeah, right, Eric? They commissioned somebody like, hey, I need you to draw the 100 different ways that a child can die.
On it, boss.
So, like, yeah, by bees.
On it, boss.
On a bus, yeah.
Not loving how precise this particular part needs to be.
Yeah, yeah. I play precision platformers. I wouldn't call this one of those, but it is, I feel like there's a disconnect. It's too easy for people who want precision platformers, but it's also harder than the average would get from, like, Limbo and all that. Yeah. It's like, who are you going for? It's like you're spicing up the baby. Your country's sign language would be great to know. That's not a bad idea, but what if it's dark? How would I communicate to them then? Hey, old bed. What? Or over voice chat. Part of me wants to learn Japanese, not just, yes, for anime, but not to watch anime. I think there's something about the challenge.
Purely be for the anime.
Just for anime.
This is unbelievably morbid for a child to be witnessing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the tone is all over the place. It would be so cool to be a non-Japanese voice actor who can make it into proper non-dubbed. I think only one guy's actually accomplished it. That would be
that's a feat.
Yeah, it's like when they let Americans use English accents in movies, right? They trust you. That's why a lot of American movies have got like English actors.
Yeah, but Australians can pull off American quite well, which is why
That's what I'm
everyone's like,
saying.
"What do you mean Margot Robbie's Australian?"
Yeah, but not the other way around. They don't trust Americans to do Australian accents or English accents.
God, no.
No, they don't. No. Doctor Strange?
The thing for me is most Australian or UK based musicals perform horrifically well in America. And not purely because of the value of the show. The shows are typically awesome. It's because the Americans can't do the accents to make it an authentic enough experience for anyone to enjoy it. And I find that wild to me.
Oh, look at that. Another Steam code. Learn Japanese to survive Hiragana battle. Just what I need.
You really thought you could hunt me down?
Okay, now the child's getting hunted?
Yeah, see? It's all over the place.
The child is getting hunted.
Poor Grey Caillou. I learned Norwegian. Top tip. Chose a language where they aren't as good as English as you. Yeah, like what is it? Why learn German when the Germans know English? You have to pick somewhere where you have to communicate with them in their language. Same thing with like the Swedes, right? Don't the Swedes know English and all that? God dang polyglots. I don't understand why I'm not getting notifications. I clicked the bell, but second win stuff just isn't showing up. I don't know. Maybe that's on our end. Not sure.
It's starting to give Persona vibes.
Like in Wonder Woman, how Chris Pine infiltrated the German high command by speaking English with a German accent. Yeah. Portuguese might not be as practical for you, but it's a beautiful language. Yeah, I knew a little Portuguese once. I was playing Battlefield with a friend. Yeah. And then Portuguese is actually kind of useful if you go to Massachusetts. A lot of people there.
It's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts state in America. Hey, Disky. So I'm not sure. I think I'm just leaning heavy towards Japanese.
Yeah, I would too.
Especially because phonetically I get too much of those sounds in. It's nearly offensive. Because as I was learning English and Spanish, you know, that little period. Yeah, it's like that little period where you're just picking up sounds as a kid, and that's like the sharpest you're ever going to be with them. English, Spanish, sure, but my cousins loved anime. So, yeah, all those sounds just stuck.
The sounds just stuck.
Yeah, because if you can, I think the phonetics of a language, if you can get those down, the rest of it's easy.
It's the most important part, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just need some water.
The only language I would learn is Japanese to watch anime without subtitles. That's the dream, you know. That's the dream. Can't roll my R.
That cuts out a lot of languages for you.
Yeah. The guttural ones, I'd say. The romance ones, yeah. Wish the English and Spain phonetics were similar. No, they're almost like against each other. You have to invert your tongue, Eric, to speak English. Your accent is not bad. Your accent is thick.
It's a thickums. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nope, jumped too high.
Oh.
I need to let myself drop a little bit more. I don't think this is the way I'm meant to be going, but I'm just so curious. Oh, fuck me.
Irish is easy enough to learn, especially if you know another romantic language. That's not romantic languages. They're romance. They're based in the Romans, the Italians, Latin. Oh, there you go. You can do it. You can do it.
Very fast. I don't know what that was, though. Like, what? There should be something here to find, is my assumption.
Oh, there's always stuff to find, yeah. You know, I learned the other day, Eve, of the San Patricios, which were they were an Irish battalion that fought for Mexico during the war.
What?
It's amazing. Yeah, it was, America was sending people to fight against Mexico, and there was an Irish squad who got down there and goes, hey, you like music and drinking like we do. We like Mexico more. So they swapped sides. And they got wiped out, but, you know, we still celebrate them, which is kind of nice. Yeah, they didn't teach us that. Either of you play 40k Rogue Trader. Oh, get away from me with that game. Back, you.
No, Alex has played
I haven't had the
some,
time yet. Haven't had the time, yeah.
Did something just happen?
Frost, what's your opinion on English speakers pronouncing words with foreign origins using the origin accent, like when an American chef says queso fresco with a Spanish accent, or mozzarella instead of just in their actual American accent? I say go for consistency. If you accidentally say croissant, the rest of your damn sentence better be in the French accent too.
Croissant.
Like, stick with one. But I can't blame them, because mine flip-flops all the time. Honestly, I don't care. It's when people are being pretentious about it. If someone wants to say, you know, croissant, sure. But if they get in my face and like, actually, it's like, go away. Go away. Right now. Someone who enjoys learning language, it's a real bummer that Duolingo fired 2/3 of their staff to use AI instead. You won't notice any change in quality, my friend. Yeah.
Please don't shoot me.
Like saying Barcelona instead of Barcelona. What? Where'd that go? Also, people are saying tortilla like tortilla. Tortilla? What? Do every word in the sentence with a different accent and then just blend them all together.
Oh, dear Lord.
Like, what was that? Yeah, where are you from? I don't know. Is Duolingo that bad? If you want to find out how good a language app is, put it in your native language and do a couple of modules. And then you'll see that, yeah, they tend to be pretty bad.
That's so true, though.
Yeah. I naturally raise my pitch when speaking Spanish. Makes me sound like a lady, and they laugh at the gringo. Well, it depends. That's just one of the accents. It could just be where you learned it from. Cause
Yeah.
like, where my boy at? Where's Cheshire? Our artist? He's Chilango. That accent it's a higher up inflection than
Well,
the rest of
that's
us.
it, right? Like,
Yeah.
as I've said before, and I can't remember who it was, but once on stream a couple of times, I'll be like, all right, this is another, because there's 3 types of Australian accent. There's it's called like classic, refined, and rural or something. It's like
Country.
It's like, yeah, it's like 3 splits. And someone's mind was blown because they're like, Amy, I've been watching you and I work with Australians and I'm thinking, how come she doesn't sound like them? And then I put on the more rural accent and they were like, oh my God, that's it. I figured it out. I work with Queenslanders. You're right. And I'm like, correct.
That'll do you. Yeah. Yeah, different dialects and all that kind of stuff. That's what people don't take into account.
I died in the car.
Your accent, an accent is 2 parts. What you normally speak and how you learned it. So that's why anyone saying it's a bad accent, it's like, no, it's different. Like, my favorite was it Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? Guy, it was Esteban.
Oh, yeah.
He learned English,
William.
from a Texan. So, Cody, I got a bone to pick with you. When do we expect to see you cast in a video game? If you play Vaporum, I'm in that. There's also another game coming out soon. I don't think it's been fully announced yet. That's been in the works for like 3 years.
Shit.
Your boss from Ecuador taught you. Oh my goodness, Ecuadorian Spanish. Yeah, they do that. More common.
How? Do I just stay
Ecuador,
in
Chile.
that one? Do I just stay in that one?
Was it Ecuador? I think my HR, she was from Ecuador. And I love the language because it's the most endearing. They call everyone Papa and Mama. Like, I guess in that Freddie Mercury kind of way, they called everyone darling. Yeah. It's very, very lovely. Did a test a while back and it nailed it where I was born on, raised just by having me select phrases. Nice. I think it's Ecuadorable. Yes. Time for a Steam card.
That's scary.
Feria. Nice. For what it's worth, Amy's got a really great voice. So that's really all she needs. There you
It's
go.
very kind, thank you.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. What other words are there for calling people bro? You just gotta make your own, you know? As long as they understand you.
Basically, yeah. Shit. Bruv.
Bruv, yeah, bruv, jefe, amigo.
Mate. Matey.
Patron. I love that. Big man.
Dickhead.
Oh,
Well, I'm not wrong.
broski, sure. Dickhead. Bro. Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Your boy.
Yeah, boy. Chat.
The amount of times in a daily work stand-up, I have to try. I'm like, don't call them chat. Don't call them chat.
Call them chat.
Don't call them chat.
Yeah, every book report. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel.
The teacher's like, please stop. Shit,
In
mate.
Argentina, if someone swears at you, that person either likes you or hates you. The same insult they would scream at you with pure rage is also used friendly or something dumb as you lucky guy.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
Australian. Yeah.
it's all about that tone, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like
Uh,
saying that's the shit versus that's shit.
Yeah. A Honduran told me that they call friends their perro. Yeah, vamos perro, vamos. Yeah, it's a very cholo thing to do, actually. Just calling your friends bitches. That's how you know your friends.
Yeah. Something,
Yeah.
bitches. Welcome back to my channel.
Yeah, Sam ain't really sub dickheads. This game feels very trial and error. Yeah, the genre does a bit, doesn't it? Only Spanish I know comes from Lucha Libre. Oh, what a great movie. They give me no eagle powers. They give me no nutrients.
Right now, duck. Duck, you child, duck. Alright, I was
There are a
meant
lot
to
of
jump.
foreigners calling the ancient emperor Montezuma with full confidence. I was taught Moctezuma in school, and I've never heard a native call him with an N. Well, it depends on what you mean by natives, because we have the Nahuatl, you know. I don't really care about correct pronunciation, if I'm honest, of anything. It's more, if you're going to be a dick about it, I will correct. I'll fight. We'll play that game. And then that's it. That's it. Just don't be pretentious. You can call him Montezuma, Monty if you want, if you're that close. The flaca, my gringo, güeritos. What's up, YouTube?
Oh, ooh, that was close.
Amy, is Gabriella supposed to be your height or taller?
She's taller than me.
My name is Jeff.
How did you know? You weren't meant to tell people.
Is Spain Spanish understandable with Mexico Spanish? You need to know a little bit of how Spain talks, yeah. If you're talking about the lisp, yes, that's easily understandable. But they have their own words that we don't. So, yeah. But it does not take too long to like get in there. You can understand most of it. Hell, I know I can get through a little bit of Tagalog, which is odd because you know like every other word. Because half of it is Spanish, and I assume the other half is like Chinese.
Just press the button, Amy. Just press the button.
Spain's grab is fuck for us. Wait, what's their grab? Joder, everyone. Joder. Coger. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I didn't know that just meant like, well, yeah, it's to grab it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just
You're
to
like,
grab.
now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, coger, to grab. To. Yeah. Is Puerto Rican Spanish different to Mexican Spanish? I mean, we could try it out next time Will and I stream. He's Puerto Rican. He's Boricua, you know. And yeah, it is different. Just different phrases. All of them differ. The Philippines is awesome. Yeah, great people.
What's the child trying to achieve?
World domination. Vosotros, that's the only thing I get on the Spaniards about. They always say vosotros, like, please, that's biblical. You only see vosotros in Bibles. No one talks like that. Y'all aren't real. Vosotros is like thou.
Am I gonna get shot again? I don't want to get shot by the man. I am but a child.
You'll be fine. But child. Vamos, tenemos que coger el autobús. Nah. No con mi fierro. Nope. Boss taught me to make fried plantains. That's fun. Did they teach you any mofongo? Any mofongo action?
They can't see me.
Yeah, they did teach you vosotros. And like, unless you're in Spain and reading the Bible, you'll never use this.
Stop looking for me.
Oh yeah, la concha. Yeah, un cuerno. Like if you wanna, it's like a type of a roll. It's also means to cuck, so ain't the best.
To cook?
Yeah, the music in this is great. No, to cuck.
Oh, okay. It does mean
Cuckery.
okay. That is
Yeah,
what you said. Okay.
to cook. Pals is so 2023. We should bring it back. Pals.
No,
People
but
are
now
bringing
you've got
back.
pals in Pal
Oh
World,
no.
so.
Oh, you're right. It's so back. Yeah.
It's back.
Uh,
2024 is the year. Am I right?
Yo, people are bringing back yapping. I'm actually really happy with that. I'd just be yapping.
I'd just be yapping.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm yapping. Yeah,
I know what it means. It's just like,
yapping.
did that ever go away? Like,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Pals went mainstream. I don't like it anymore. George Lucas, do we need to have a little sit-down conversation?
You're an odd little hipster mainstreamer thing. Marty says pals. He does say pals. Yep. Does this art style remind anyone of Oxenfree? I swear, I need to look at this art style because it's got to be a joke. I always hear Oxenfree.
No, isn't it made by the same studio? Isn't there an Oxenfree reference like at the start? Or
Is
am
it?
I completely
No,
out of it?
that was a book. You're out of it. I don't know. Sure, I guess. Not really. Kind of, yeah.
Are they not related? Are the
Oh, my
games not
friend,
brothers?
no. I've been hooked by
Oh
Power.
no, I'm no. Pug, what's the game I'm thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
The there's golf.
Friends with Golf? What?
No.
What?
Golf Club Wasteland.
Okay.
It was the same studio that did Golf Club Wasteland, which I thought was Oxenfree.
No. Okay. We're
Why
back.
am I so dumb?
Why am I so dumb?
Dr. Ratio would have me. Oh my lord.
Horton?
I found it. Okay, I just made a reference. It's a Honkai reference. Don't mind me.
That's the other one. Get your Amy bingo going.
Yeah, it's for the corpse of the golf guy. It's, yeah.
Speaking of conchas, have you noticed the resemblance with Japanese melon bread? Have you? Okay. If you've ever gone like kind of crazy into Japanese food, the similarities between Japanese food and Mexican food is crazy.
Is it?
Like eerie.
Tell me.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's like, it just throws me off.
How so?
I guess it has to do with the regions, so to speak. Japan being a bit more like coastal and whatnot. So, well, I guess it resembles more the food I grew up with because I grew up near a more coastal area.
Right.
Yeah. By God. That famous Mexican sushi. Oh, what's that called? Amigo sushi. Yeah, there's a Japanese chef who is saying that Mexicans make some of the best sushi. He calls it amigo sushi.
That's very funny.
So I ran, avoiding the nets. The same ones you used on my wolf brothers and sisters. This whole hunt was for so-called research purposes. To see if humans could return here one day. But even with jetpacks, you still couldn't navigate our new terrain. I am a nimble earthling.
I am a nimble earthling. That is how I'm going to refer to myself when I rock up to a group fitness class from now on. I am a nimble earthling.
Fish and rice, not just fish and rice, but the way that they'd marinate using either acids or some other thing. Very similar there. Boy.
They went wild and ate the adult. Pardon?
Yeah, all this happened in the scope of like 3 years or so. I'm like, this is a little too soon to be going wild like this. How varied in style does Japanese food get? I mean, it's, a lot of range there. A lot of, you know, emphasis on the veggies and whatnot. I think Japanese cuisine, not so much about its taste, but the prep for it is freaking insane beyond anybody else's. Just because they really are meticulous about washing your stuff proper, your knife skills, like that is rigorous.
Your knife skills.
Yeah. They got Little Mexico in Japan. I'd like to visit that. Isn't Japanese style peanuts called Mexican style peanuts in Japan, as it was invented by a Japanese person in Mexico? I don't know. Never been. Three years
All this
only, or
time
just
and
3
now I
years
get
on
a
Mars?
jack?
Doesn't it rotate about the same as Earth?
I am not a Martian, therefore I cannot answer such questions at this time.
Oh, no.
Please speak to me when I become a Martian.
I'm from here. Time for a Steam
Walking
code.
here.
John Wick Hex. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ooh,
Ooh.
good one.
Target in sight. I am a child. And your aim is
Please.
terrible for someone who comes here and to shoot for sport.
They don't have sports in Mars.
No, only on Earth.
Yep, Dad
precision
Nimble
of
Earth
this.
thing. One rotation of Mars is about 25 hours, and the unit is called a sol. That makes the Martian make more sense.
That makes the Martian make more sense.
I was like, he said, I'm out here for 5,000 souls. I was like, how long is that in, like, you know, Earth time? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Man, I'd chuck so much.
Ooh. Yapping and chucking, you know me.
So what I'm all about in this... I got eaten
Oh
by
my
a
God.
crocodile.
And you get to watch it again. In a chalk drawing.
And now I get to let it happen again.
Oh. I love the music, if nothing else, in this game.
Yeah, it's funky. It's got that funk. It's got that vibe.
I don't know if we skipped the baby pop. That was my favorite bit. It was pop music made by babies.
Where?
That's like the second song that they play. Oh yeah, you guys can't hear it, so it's mostly for me. Would you like to visit Mars or the Moon? There's
Can I
Dick
really
all
not
there.
hear any of it now? It's
no,
really
it's just
hard
quieter.
because it
The
either
game's
has
weird.
to be really, really loud for me
Yeah.
or not at all, and it's like, this is very strange.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Visiting Mars or the Moon, I'd spit on anybody's face that could take me to space. Bars. Some more excitement in a Denny's bathroom. Sounds like a reggae vibe. Yeah, a lot of big blends. Oh my god, is that Kurt's voice? It is. I remember before Discord that Curse was trying to run a voice comm service thing.
To avoid cyber espionage, the Department of Defense Heptagon HQ is using GMO bio-implanted carrier pigeons. Oh god. Not again.
Yeah, I'm just not a big space fella. It's been well, I went to the moon in 1969. Ain't really
Not
found much out there
1968,
since.
the year after.
Nice. And yeah, hasn't really lived up to its potential, if you ask me. could be looking for Bigfoot.
Who's looking for Bigfoot?
We could be looking for Bigfoot, but we're putting all our money in space.
I'm with you.
You know what's in space? No responsibilities. That could be here too. Just
we
me,
just
or there are a
decided to
bunch
look
of
for Bigfoot.
cozy apocalyptic games out now. This is like the first one I've seen. Yeah. Damn those brittle buses you have to vertically climb. A classic. This was in Uncharted. It was in Wanted. There was a brittle airplane at the start of The Dark Knight Rises, where they literally rise darkly.
They rise darkly. I only rise lightly, thank you.
Do you think Dark Knight Rises is just Bruce Wayne waking up?
The dark.
Yeah. It's like Michael Caine walks in. Oh, now the Dark Knight Rises. That's it. That's the movie.
It's just a short film.
Yeah, because he always gets on his ass about waking up late. So there he is. Dark Knight Rises is an ad for Viagra. Oh, not again. Yeah, rise and shine, Master Wayne.
You had another nightmare about your parents again, sir.
Oh.
You gotta stop rereading the comics before you go to bed.
It's all in his head, yeah. It's just, it's not even real, yeah. It's just a man who thinks he's Batman, and he's actually going off on crazy adventures. And everyone's humoring him. Yeah, I'll forget over it. My parents are dead too, for fuck's sake.
This is old man, honestly. For fuck's sake, Master Bruce. You gotta give up on this shit. My parents are dead too. It doesn't give me a reason to not serve you, so if you'd kindly mind, get the fuck up, samurai.
Yeah. Fuck up, cowboy.
Get the fuck up, cowboy.
That's why, like, the plot of, what was it? The one, even, I'm not saying it wasn't meant to be, but the one with Arnold as Mr. Freeze. Batman's entire thing is I have to save Alfred from this debilitating disease that will kill him soon enough-ish. And I'm like, he's got to be 90. Let him live, or let him die. Let him go. It's gonna, like, kill Bane and pump Alfred full of whatever the hell's in that stuff.
Oh my god. See you on the flip side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Alfred was so old in Batman and Robin. Just like, oh, okay. You bought him. I feel like old age would have got him sooner than whatever disease he had.
You would think, right?
Yeah. Can we go more lighthearted Batman now, please? You didn't bust a gut laughing when he stares at a bomb and explodes on him in the last of the Batman movie. Oh my god.
I haven't
So
watched
fucking
the Batman yet.
'Cause I like, it presents him as like an up and comer, right? This is like before he really established himself. And I was like, rule number 1, don't stare at bombs.
Bombs.
Has Alfred ever been young? Yeah, this is the Pennyworth series.
Yeah.
The erotic
like to
Robin
know
scenes
if-
too. Oh
The
yeah.
erotic Robin.
Yeah, and the bat nips. The Robin bulge and the bat nips. It's great. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. It's just funny to me that that was a plot line in 2 things at the same time. The Batman and that season of Attack on Titan. It was like, you know what? Maybe don't be too close to bombs. Yeah. I think it was, yeah, I don't know who was stupider there. Captain Levi or Patrick Warburton. No, Robert Pattinson. That's his name.
Oh, Patrick Warburton, how dare you disparage?
I'm the Batman. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah,
I
if you had the voice of Kronk as the Batman.
Oh, I'd watch the shit out of that.
Oh, I got it, man. The Batman. Man, Bat. What's this? SBS
Right.
Guru, €5. Batman and the Batman looks like he constantly listens to Linkin Park. That he does. Not my favorite. Not my favorite Bruce. That's the wrong song. Eating with a plastic spork. Droopy McCool, 420. Hey, have a good day, amigos. Thank you, thank you. Wait. Yeah, it's
I've become
it's
so
not a phase, Alfred.
Maybe he is
That's who I
numb.
am. It's not just a
This is
phase.
funky music. I told Mom it wasn't a phase. Now I'm gonna tell you, Alfred. It's not a phase.
Not the next week. It was a phase. You tried peanut butter jelly sandwiches for the first time? Nice. Did you have the right bread? Not the good bread, the right bread.
What is the right bread?
Go have that nasty, like, spongy Wonder Bread. It's great.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
It's good stuff. Yeah, Nick the OG knows. It's a classic. That's the problem is that some people get too fancy of ingredients when it's not. You're meant to, like, think poor. Think poor.
Think poor.
Not bougie. Yeah. That's the thing about the French, isn't it? They just take poor people food and then just up the price on everything. Douse it in butter, stack it, $50, sir, for your cuisine.
$50. I don't have $50.
Remember, you know, if you're making food, right, you want to impress someone, stack it. The higher you can stack your food, the more impressive and increases the odds of getting lucky. Your spaghetti, madam. It's a big old mountain of spaghetti.
If someone walked up to me, put a giant bowl down in front of me that literally, and just said, "Have your big spaghetti, ma'am," I would be like,
Yep.
correct.
Well, yes, I will. Official Batman canon that he watched Sailor Moon. I believe it. Hey, Jonathan Ross. My favorite Batman's always going to be a compassionate detective, not mopey, not violent, not cruel. So just Kevin Conroy. I'm gonna see here. I don't know. I'm kind of there for the wrestling with my demons thing because that's the whole point of it. Batman's flawed. He's not supposed to be compassionate. And that's why his villains work, is because they are him, but the other way. To find fault in them is to find fault in the bat. It's the bat. Is that what they did with the lobsters? They just stacked it so high it became bourgeois. Yes, absolutely. It's quick, stack it higher. The higher I go, the more I can charge.
Higher and higher and higher and higher. You don't wait till he goes back the other way. Unless he doesn't go back the other way.
I had school home bed. Oh, fair. €5. Batman does need a Sailor Moon transformation, especially Pattinson, says SVS Guru, right? But just the other way. Spins the other direction and he's all mopey. Couldn't stand the incel Riddler of the Batman. I'm surprised they went that direction because it gives me fear that somebody will take what I'm saying the wrong way and become an extremist. It's like, you got me wrong, son. No, because that's the whole plot of it.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm like, that is scary, but I don't think it's relatable to the average person. Like, some of the most Riddler-esque type people I've seen are extreme fans of something, you know, like those incels that are like, George Lucas, what have you done to Star Wars? You know, it's like, oh my God. Because of how much they loved you, they hate you. Ugh. Give me the chivers, dude. Also, Paul Dano. Like, come on.
Tom Holland, George Lucas,
Batman.
Jonathan Ross, famous name gang unite.
No.
Oh yeah, it's time for another episode of Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Any soul now, we're hoping to hear from our intrepid Earth explorers.
I watched the Batman in theater and really disliked it. Him being flawed or not compassionate. It's one thing, but the direction and the story were just awful and so drawn out. I think it's the most different. Probably one of my favorites, though.
I do hope they have time.
I like how he's inexperienced.
Hard work they're doing for us.
Robert Pattinson's like, what, 17?
Correct. He's a vampire. He's been 17 for a very long time for us.
Right. No, yeah, so they figured the most relatable form of those people within Batman's universe to be people that are too obsessed about Batman. No, that's it. I'm too obsessed with Batman.
Yeah, I mean, the joke is for real, like...
Yeah. Oh, the ending of that was horrible. I like to pretend that didn't happen. Yep. Batman's quite compassionate. He's just emotionally stuck at 10. Yeah, and he gains his compassion at the end of the Batman. They shouldn't do a sequel for that. It ruins it.
You're just a minor. Who would think that only a minor could save the world? I'm proud of you.
Oh, I'm glad that's not just me there, Sherlock Sage. I do think this is maybe not my least favorite Alfred, Andy Serkis as Alfred. It just wasn't Alfred. It was Andy Serkis.
It was
looking very yummy. Yeah.
looking very yummy.
Have you seen Andy Serkis as Alfred?
No, can you send me a picture so I can have
I
a
don't
look
think it-
after stream? I won't do it on stream because if it is that yummy, that was...
He's
can't
very
do that
young
on
because he's
stream.
coming off of his Marvel bulking that he did, and then he's like very well aged, fine wine. Michael Caine's the Alfred, probably my favorite. I think Jeremy Irons was like a good starting point. So,
I am getting hunted again, but this man has a net. Like, as if this man couldn't catch this child.
right? This is how I run in Nightmares, though, Amy. That's what this game feels like. You can never really gain enough distance, and they never really fully catch you.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's good in the fact that it's
It's doing what it's supposed to do.
got that uncomfortable feeling. And like, that did not give you enough lead in. Like, it shouldn't.
Please share your impressions down there with all of us here on Mars.
Fuck is going on?
The best channel for Earth-related news and views.
Oh my jeez.
He'd save thousands of lives by killing just a few supervillains. He'd save more if he just used his money.
Well, that's if he used his money.
Yeah. His real power is he's just filthy rich.
Yeah, literally.
The real thing is they all need therapy.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And
why
then
I
the
love
town
the
has
Cliff
one
Influence so
therapist
much.
though, Frost.
But damn it, that's
Her
it,
name is
yeah.
Harleen Quinzel.
Damn it. Who therapates the therapist?
Oh my god. Broski.
What do you expect this billionaire to do? Develop infrastructure?
You're not my real mom. You can't catch me.
Watch the show of rich person took over a police district and gave them effectively Batman level tech. What's that? Is that The Last of Us?
What? I don't remember that scene.
Remember, kids, with great power comes great parking.
Fuck. What you were talking about before, though, is very much like the Spider-Man 2 game. Was like, would it
parking?
not just be better to kill these people?
Oh, yeah.
It's a big hand.
Oh my god, speaking of Batman Arkham City, the goatee being given
Oh,
away
hell
right now.
yeah.
Look at that. Get it. Ooh. Already on it. Good stuff. Batman City.
Good find.
This is why real life therapists also go to therapy, specifically to avoid getting new problems. So this is like a tower of therapists, and at the very top is the boss therapist, and it's Freud himself. And then you beat them, and boom, you fix your mental health. Actually, that's kind of like the plot of Revita. That's funny. It's just a tower of mental
it's
illness.
so on the nose, but
Yeah.
I kind of dig it.
Are you looking forward to Suicide Squad? The video game? I'll probably give it a go. I'm itching for a looter shooter. Gotham City. Yep. Therapist Mafia, I believe it. You think therapists are like cliquey? Like, what is it? What are the different branches? I used to take therapy, but I hated the titles of everything. But I forgot the different classes. Surely they're cliquey.
Watch me
Wonder if
run.
these guys have developed an endless runner. Maybe. Dun, dun, dun. It's Clayton. No, it's not. Yeah, the
He
music's
broke
great.
my helmet. Now he must die. With
My
the shattered
radio.
glass. Yeah, now
You
what
know,
am I
no-
meant to listen to? Shit beats? Oh.
You gotta
Make
hum
my own
shit
music?
Beats. Shit beats to poo too.
Your Martian player was getting tired.
How did you know the name
You
of my
should have realized
most listened to
Earth was
Spotify
not your
playlist?
planet anymore. This wasn't the homecoming you were
Let me see your Spotify rap or whatever it's called. Like, nah, you don't have to.
no.
You really don't have to.
For him, this turned into an obsessive
Are doctors with
spot
private practices cliquey in general?
where he was
Probably,
also
yeah.
exhausting
Like,
himself as I
what is it?
grew
Optometrists look down on orthodontists. It's like, ugh, what a loser. The way engineers look down on each other. Yeah. Batman doesn't kill. That's what CinemaSins should have done instead. Watch the Batman movies. Maybe make a doctor watch them with you and go, you know what? That guy definitely dead. Yeah, Batman's actually killed maybe like 10 people in these movies. Who should play Superman after Cavill? Me. Superman should be Latino.
Why do I keep, like, oh my god. The fact that the kid's like, I'm gonna taunt them, it's like, they have guns.
Yeah,
They have guns, and in the first 2 minutes of this game, you got killed by a bug. So I would suggest, sir, you avoid the men
very
with guns.
fragile. Oh.
Ducky!
Oh yeah, Pacific Drive. It's a good year for games for me. Oh man.
Yeah, Pacific
Super
Drive
Hombre.
looks good.
Yeah. So
Didn't people
apparently
get
it's a
some
roguelike.
previews or something of that recently and were like, this is very good?
Yeah, that's why I'm scared.
It's
'Cause it,
Australian, isn't it?
Oh, what? Is it? What do they know about the Pacific Coast?
What?
Yeah. Pacific Drive. I think it's based in like Washington.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Yeah, that's the whole plot of like Batman versus Superman, Sherlock. That Superman's an immigrant. Does Australia even have a Pacific? Yeah, do you?
Well, we are called the Asia Pacific.
Thing about Batman is he doesn't kill, but he has no problem with severe life-altering injuries. Yeah, he won't kill, but he will maim you. He's got Jafar energy from Aladdin. Can't kill somebody with a wish, but you'd be surprised what you can live through. I see pine trees. Does Oz have pine trees? Yeah, do you?
I might be wrong, but I thought it was an Australian studio.
We're all Australians now.
We are Australia.
Cusco's poison. Poison meant for Cusco.
Oh, that was good.
Oh yeah, I'm the Batman. Can't do it. It's like the inner voice in my head that does Batman voices and Kronk. They cannot blend. Ironwood Studios.
Yeah, I'm just doing the same thing. Oh, no, there's Seattle, Washington. I'm way off. There's another game similar to Pacific Drive that I think is Australian. I think.
Ironwood Studio. Wait, it's out? This game's out? Oh no, it's pre-ordered. God.
You, like, just shit yourself, did you? Like,
I
"Whoa!"
did. My
No, it doesn't have a
pants.
release date yet, does it?
No, it's got a sale though.
22 of
10%
Feb.
off.
22nd of Feb.
Yeah. It's a great year for me. Who should play live action Jafar? I don't know. Who's got the mug for that? That is a very
Who
elongated character. Who was it?
Been
Yeah.
a movie. Who was it?
It was.
With spinach puffs.
Huh. Will Smith. Was
the
Genie.
Genie?
Yeah. Naomi Scott was Jasmine. Arwen Kanzari. See, he doesn't look like him at all. No. It's a very iconic face. Very hard to cast into. Yeah, no. Tragic, really.
Can't believe I can't play Space Dong. Garbage game. Can't play Space Dong.
I don't like pre-ordering on principle. I don't like principles on principle, really. If we're sharing. It's not an Australian studio unless it tries to kill you. Otherwise, it's just sparkling
What?
southern game dev. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you all make so violent games?
We don't. Cultural
Dredge?
Land? No,
Oh,
that was the
Cultural Land.
Kiwis.
That is sacrifice. That was the Kiwis. Yeah.
Path of Exile, also the Kiwis.
Starting to think Australia's on some stolen valor here. It's really New Zealand. What is this? Said violent, and my brain went, isn't the place Amy works for making the moving games? Yeah, Amy made Moving Out.
I did not.
7 degrees of separation. Basically.
Not
made it.
even. This is one.
No? 1?
0 degrees. I know them all.
So you made it, yeah.
So therefore I made it correct.
Yeah. By proxy. Yeah.
I
That
was
Aussie
in the
Disco
same-
Elysium game. Yeah, Broken Roads.
Yeah, Broken Roads. So we're saying non-violent games.
Yeah, no, that's that's a very violent game. It's a very great narrator. Oh boy, we getting hunted. Never be able to visit Australia just because of the giant spiders. They're not that big, Eric.
And then
there was
if
a
you go in a
TikTok
city,
level.
you're not seeing that many. Unless you're going to like rural.
Yeah, a lot of that is like you're in the outback.
I mean, we
You're
see
elsewhere.
some in where I'm from, but
Yeah, it's like coming to America. We've got
Great.
snakes.
Ways the child can die. Whale.
Yeah. We've got snakes in America too, but you're not going to see them in the cities.
Yeah, Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, I love it. The best reverse stealth game in the world. Oh, mega. Who among us could tell the difference between an Aussie and a New Zealander, unless you already are one? I think I could get away with it. I've watched enough
think you can tell.
who we are in the shadows, yeah. You may be dealing with more spiders yourself. Yeah, you're in Argentina. Don't you guys have big spiders? In the bananas.
In the
Banana
bananas.
spiders. Yeah, banana spiders.
But it's funny that you say your uncle worked in a part of Australia where kangaroos were relatively rare. Like, there will just be 3 or 4 at most days sitting across the road from us.
What?
Yeah. There used to be one that lived in the house next door's backyard. And we're like, this is annoying. Can it go somewhere else? We have kangaroos everywhere.
That's creepy. I don't know. Where I grew up in, bears just chilled everywhere. Florida was freaky to me because they got iguanas everywhere.
Because they've got iguanas and that freaked you out?
Well, you're not expecting it. They're just chilling next to you. Even in the cities, though. In the cities, there's iguanas. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Yeah, like,
Good day.
because I'm not one of those that's like, get this animal out of here. I feel like, oh shit, I stepped into a nest.
I am the one who does not belong here.
Yeah. You get roos and wallabies in the backyard. Oh, look at that, more Aussies.
Oh, and wallabies.
Right. What's more annoying, kangaroo or dingo?
Well, see, I'm not that well versed with dingo.
That's a wild dog, right? That seems scarier.
Pretty much.
Dingo ate my baby.
Much more like Northern Territory and
Sure.
like, Western.
Yeah, Drew's right. Humans are the pests in Florida. Animals are just chilling. Who was it? I seen a TikTok once by an Aussie, and he says America is one to speak. We don't have puddle gators because there was a crocodile just in this puddle on the road. So
There's
we don't
a
have
crocodile
puddle crocs.
in a pot. You know, we don't have that. You're making stuff up about us.
No, the American South got some weird stuff in it too. Tell you what. It's kookaburra. What about a kookaburra?
They sit in the old
Little-
gum tree.
Right. Kookaburra, something.
Sits in the
Puddle.
old gum tree.
Puddle gators is Florida, right? Like Florida, Louisiana, all down there. Swamps. Oh. I'm surprised it doesn't like get psychedelic with it. Horse tranquilizer, I'd be like, oh yeah. Another SBS Guru €2. Is it true Australia fought a war against emus?
Lampy loves to bring this up.
This is SBS Guru.
I know, but I'm saying there are many people who love to bring up the
Yeah.
emu wars. And I actually think someone's making a movie or something about it, and I was like, this is wild. I don't know as much about it as everyone else does.
What? Is this like the war that Texas is waging against Boers and is apparently losing?
What?
Yeah, they're just like they're wreaking havoc on the farmland and they populate way too fast.
Yeah, but this was in like the 1800s. It was something like that, I think.
This is now.
You've heard of the war on crime? No.
The war on hogs.
The war on hogs.
Thought Australia was the U.S.'s most faithful ally. Faithful in that way of like a long distance relationship. You know, there's only so much you can do. I believe that's Canada, or at least my history teacher would rant on about Canada. Were hogs. Oh. It's basically the question of, are guns viable as pest control? And the answer appears to be no. You know? It's because you got to find the boar's nest and eat the boar's eggs so they stop growing.
That's
Come
the
one with
problem. That's what
boar.
we've been doing wrong.
Y'all be shooting the lazy ones and making them stronger by evolution. Survival of the fittest. Yep.
It's a very simple thing. Kill the strong ones.
Kill the strong. You got to get in there. It's like the gray, isn't it? Yeah.
Wait for this man to go past? Does he not go past? No, he does. No, go away. Go over there. Not this way. Go over there.
Fit only means strong in certain conditions. Yeah, but if you're shooting, if you're shooting all the easy ones, the ones that are left over, they're stronger.
Me?
They're bulletproof.
Oh, thank God.
Like ideas, Mr. Creedy.
What?
Thank God he's not checking the other side of the sign, right? There you go. Oh, don't let go, whatever you do. Be nice if all our countries could just get along and play video games. We should fight wars with video games.
Yeah, what if instead we all turned around and went 1v1 us in COD?
Bring out your strongest, and then we fight over the ping, so we have real wars instead. Yeah. What you call it? Did you guys know that's kind of like the lore of League of Legends?
What?
Before Arcane?
That man is now just trying to spear the child.
It's Clayton. Look at my tattoo. This is just Avatar with Grey Caillou. That's literally a movie called Gamer. I loved that movie because it was so bad and not what I wanted it to be, but, you know, can't always get what you want.
I always get what I want. That's on you.
No, but what's it called? In League of Legends, like the MOBAs that are happening, every game, it's basically just like different factions fighting, resolving wars with video games. SVS Guru with the €5. The Greeks tried that with the Olympic Games, didn't quite work out. I'll figure out peace in the Middle East. Don't you worry.
It's alright, Wolf Mother will save me. The band,
Shakira, Shakira. Oh, good band.
That man's about to die. I'm watching a man die. And then get eaten.
I took the captain's helmet.
Oh good, now I get sick
Together
beats
with
again.
My wolf brothers and sisters,
We ate! We ate!
Yeah. Yeah, the tone's all over the place in this game. It's crazy. I was like, what?
When I saw a tiny spaceship.
I need to ask Marty about that later.
Marty!
I would be
Yeah.
the Martian that came out of that spaceship.
Like, what?
Okay,
Greetings, Radio Nostalgia.
Great Caillou can't hurt you.
As you, our loyal listeners, already know, our
Can't understand the peer group for this game.
So
Yeah,
what?
who's the demographic for this game?
study changes to the planet.
that's what I want to know. Is it just people who liked the other games?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of raw, genuinely. But you wouldn't expect that from seeing it.
As of this episode, we have not
No,
back on Earth.
and that's
like-
just freaked me out a little bit, so I need a moment. Can someone instead tell me
Yes, man.
about that League of Legends lore? What were we talking about? Tell me.
Well,
Tell me
Sherlock
more.
basically summarized it. He said the original League of Legends lore was the great international war substitute. I can't believe it's not war. Where they just choose that, like, they're gaming. That's it. They settle wars with gaming, and then Arcane happened, and I'm not sure what the lore of all that's so far, but it was very pretty. Season 2 comes out soon. SVS Guru with the €5, and I think I teabagged you in COD, so give me all your oil. Isn't that convincing of an argument? Imagine.
I
George,
think that's the most convincing argument.
I'd give
I
up my
can't
oil.
believe you'd suggest
Yeah.
otherwise. It was like,
George
oh my
Bush
god,
never.
has anyone seen... I need a moment after that going cannibalism. That was weird. Like, I need a moment to emotionally recover from that. What was I going to say? Oh my god, did anyone see that new shooter game? The trailer that came out yesterday that was called, like...
Foam
No, it looked... And it had, like, this 80s sitcom trailer, and it just looked incredible. It's called, like, Infirmary Anarchy or something. Oh, man, I knew I should have wishlisted it at the time because I wasn't going to remember the name. Oh, my God. I'll Google it. Hold up.
Oh,
It
no.
was very good.
Oh, imagine how bad cheating would be in video games, and if real war stuff. That's just Rocky, you know. So it's Rocky 4 or 5, 3. No.
Ascendant Infinity.
What? Another
Ascendant
Infinity game?
Infinity. It's a tactical squad-based 3v3v3v3. It looks very up my alley. And
What
it looks
the
very
hell?
silly. Go watch the trailer for Ascendant Infinity.
I'm watching it. This is so goofy.
It's so funny. And
What
then, like, the
is
dude's just, like,
this?
teabagging in the background. Oh, and then they all just turn around. It's like, your mum. And then it's, like, the gate. Like, the enemy's like, ah. It's so good. It's so good. Go watch the Ascendant Infinity trailer, chat. You won't regret it. It's very funny. Ascendant
Wacky.
Infinity. That's what it was called. I should try and sign up for the beta. Alrighty.
Amazing.
We are unable to reach out to our listeners with snippets of earthly life and atmosphere due to the intense
Yeah, Ascendant.
We got tired of wars, so we do this instead. Yeah, that's what the Purge. That's a thing. Yeah.
That's a cute little scene, but, like, also we just got told that he just ate a man.
Yep. Hey, now he's flossing.
And now
So
he's
this
flossing.
apparently is quite modern, actually.
Yeah, the apocalypse didn't happen long after.
Go to bed at a reasonable time, Garg. Incest is getting old. More cannibalism.
we'll hear from them soon. Besides, they must be enjoying
I beg they recall reading an essay by George Orwell that argued that sports only exist largely as substitutes for war. Humanity can't reasonably be at war all the time, so sports exist as an outlet. We don't want peace. We don't want peace all the time. We don't want war all the time. Too much of anything is boring, you know. Like, ugh, another war, you know. I have a headache. The sporting spirit, nice. Russia shot their players up with so many steroids they lived short lives just so they could win at sporting events. Oh, their body, not mine. You know, autonomy and all that good stuff. But I think there should be, at every Olympic event, one dude who is crazy jacked up on drugs, just so we can see, like, what... Oh, the tool-assisted speedrun, if you will.
No!
Volunteered, you know?
No.
And
No.
have an average person. So, like me, make me run the 400-meter dash from couch to there. Just for comparison. Yeah. Then they'll stop booing. I need that ball sport from Road to El Dorado. What a good movie.
Very good movie.
Yeah, you need a control. You need the normal guy. And then the drugged out one, you know, so we don't have to test for him anymore.
Shout out to everyone who's just gone and watched the Ascendant Infinity trailer.
Yeah.
I'm glad you all enjoyed. I watched it yesterday and I got to the where the animal, not the animal thing, where the like dino monster thing like is like trying to bash down the door and then like flings its hair back and poses, and I was like, I need to show this to Alex. And I was like, Alex, stop, we're watching this trailer together.
Love it. Yeah, see, they have natural and roided weightlifting, so why not have the enhanced other sports? Sure, fine, a different category. Not even a different category. They'll just be like a piece of, like a line in the ground separating them.
Where is the shopping center that these shopping trolleys have come from?
Right? And then they didn't put them back, dicks.
Dicks. Alright, look, I'm starting to see more of it now, but why did they walk so far away? Oh my god.
Third World Organic. Did that sport from Road to El Dorado have sacrifices for the losers in real life? Yes. Yep. 'Twas an honor to lose. No, it wasn't.
No.
Have you heard that Until Dawn's getting a movie adaptation? That's kind of the meta, ain't it, Amy? Just a bunch of video game adaptations now. The new comics.
And I really do question how many of them we truly need.
I
got
don't
killed
know.
by a robot.
I think the better ones are the ones that are just like loosely adapted and not so.
Yes, I
stringently.
agree. Arcane. Arcane.
The Last of Us.
No, that was no. I'm not talking. I'm not gonna have any. No, don't. That's
One
not
that
fair.
trumps it. What do you call it? Was it Cyber Edge Runners? That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one.
that was good. I'm starting to see a theme here. Animated.
Use the world. Oh, anime. Yeah. Is there even a point to a movie adaptation of a video game that was already largely cinematic? Yes, it'll be in 3 hours instead of 20.
Ha!
I'll give him that. Haven't felt anything from animation since Arcane and Edge Runners. The Witcher animated stuff is pretty hot. Pretty good. When are we getting a Metroid movie? Because no actor would want to be in the helmet
Brie
the whole
Larson.
time.
There is. Isn't that a thing?
Is it? Are we actually getting a Disco Elysium series? You lie.
Yes.
Oh.
We're bringing the funk back.
Oh. Zero Suit? No. It's like when they got, what's his name, Will Smith to be a Suicide Squad. Of course he wasn't going to wear the mask. Because then you couldn't tell. Like, good on Pedro Pascal. I don't know if that's him underneath there. No, you know what? I know it was Willem Dafoe underneath that Green Goblin outfit.
Oh, it was absolutely.
100%. Like, that's what I
We
want.
know. We know.
Stunt person to play Samus and a voice actor to do any minimal lines. Never take up one. Oh. Probably get a Halo situation where the guy keeps taking off his helmet. Yep. Cowards. Whoa. Willem Dafoe is just operating on another level. Once an actor gets to that point where they don't mind being hidden under like the outfit or all that stuff, that's like yes. Willem Dafoe, what's his name? Colin Farrell. He has my respects in that regard now.
What did he do? What did Colin Farrell
Oh,
do?
he's just taking roles where he's a weird little guy under a lot of prosthetics.
Oh yeah.
So he just gives him so much freedom.
Well, it's
What's his
like
name?
for whatever reason, I keep getting videos pop up with an interview with I don't know the actor's name, but he played the hot priest in Fleabag.
Oh yes, I love him.
Yeah, he's great, right? And
Yeah.
I'm in a shopping trolley. I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
I didn't die. And he talks a lot about how when they created the character, it was never about them giving that character a name. Like, they literally, when they sat down and wrote the character, they just didn't give him a name because... And then it's all these quite interesting interviews of him talking about, like, him... You don't necessarily have to look the part. That's not the most important thing. It's about a connection between two people. Maybe backstory's not always the most important thing. And he talks about the fact that, you know, you can have a connection with someone you meet on the train. Like, you don't have to know their life story, but you might just have a fascination with this human. And I just really loved that kind of thought process. How am I meant to outrun this?
Dash, 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 dash. Oh. Huh. Did it just put you in a fail state? Oh, you did it. God, that's horrifying. Like I said, like a dream that you can't get away from. Is the Wonka movie out yet? Yes. I saw a meme the other day that was living wage has gone up. In the past 18 years, the living wage has gone up twice, and we've gotten 3 Wonka movies. Enough.
That's the problem. There hasn't been enough Wonka movies, I knew it.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds does do that for Deadpool. I think that's like the only one, isn't it? If you only do one character, it don't count as much.
Nah.
Those movies that you go back, you see the credits, and you're like, "That was him." What?
Yeah.
That or who was it? Oswald. Wait, what was his freaking? What is his blasted name? There was this one actor who's an incredibly handsome man himself, but he keeps taking roles that make him look kind of ugly. Oh, Sam Claflin.
Oh.
He was the pretty boy in Hunger Games.
Oh, I remember.
Eating sugar
I
tubes. Remember him?
I remember.
And he's like, "Look at me and my hotness. Hot as hot can hot." And then he plays as Oswald Mosley, and it's like, oh my god, just complete turnoff. I respect that.
Yeah, because it's about getting to play fun characters. This is what the job's
Yeah.
meant to be.
Just like, I'm an actor, more than just a piece of meat.
The photo they have of him, if you Google him, is not great.
No, that's not. He looks homeless. And then there it is, Finnick, and he's just, look at him, gorgeous. But then Peaky Blinders.
Oh, he's in Peaky Blinders, okay.
You know, goofy ass looking mother trucker. Repulsive, really. Christian Bale in the Dick Cheney movie. I love him. I love him in that.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, that movie.
You've seen Cheney?
Oh yeah, Vice.
Yeah, Vice. That's what it's called. Yeah, Vice.
That movie. Oh my god, I loved the tone they approached that film with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was jarring to a lot of people, but I think it was brilliant. I actually do think it was brilliant. In how it stopped to articulate its point to you, to just really highlight how fucked that was.
Yeah.
And it's interesting as an outside observer who it didn't necessarily impact in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And to have it presented to you in that, that was a good film. That was a very good film.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a Shyamalama ding dong twist right there. I was like, oh my gosh. That's it. Jared Butler as Phantom of the Opera. See, I couldn't buy it. He's like, oh no, a little bit of my face is a bit. Jared Butler as Phantom of the Opera. So he's hot. He's proper hot in that. Have you guys read the book? He's supposed to be like really weird and wrinkly and grotesque. The whole thing. Yeah, but he's like, no, I'm hot, but not on this part of my face. But I can keep the mask on if you like. If you're into that. Favorite Matt Bomber role? What's it called? White Collar. It's good in that.
That looks like him.
It looks like Papa.
Papa?
Yeah, yeah. Also, Antonio Banderas once was the Phantom in the rendition of that. I'm like, why are these studs playing the Phantom?
He would sit in one spot for a long time and then curl up and sleep right there in the open. When I finally approached him, he didn't try to chase
Because he wasn't a dick.
He took off his helmet and extended his open hand. So Charlie and I became friends. Charlie told me stories about Earth before the great.
Oh, he made a little friend. He ate the other guy, but at least he made a friend.
Yeah, right. I don't need all my friends.
Pilot for the mission to Mars. He didn't know anything about my mom. After years of guilt and sadness, Charlie felt he was finally home. Although our mutant environment was slowly killing him. Charlie taught me to read biology, medicine, physics, history, literature.
That's true.
I devoured it all.
Oh god, he devoured the
I taught him
language.
to hunt. He taught me about machines. Oh, he also told me not to eat humans.
Yeah, no,
I
shit.
showed him how to communicate with animals.
That means he
We spent
told
a
him he
lot of
ate
time
people.
In the ASA building,
Yeah.
the place where his rocket launched during the evacuation to Mars. It brought up so many memories. Then one day,
Asa.
an old drone spotted us flying around and attacked us.
I don't want Charlie to die.
Oh, no. Are you sure you're not confusing the Phantom with Quasimodo? Phantom was always hot, except for the disfigured face. No. Give it here, ready? Eric, with a K, is described as corpse-like with no nose, sunken eyes and cheeks, yellow parchment-like skin, and only a few wisps of ink-black hair covering his head. He's often described as a walking skeleton. You don't get that kind of drama with a guy that's that hot. It's just not believable. It's just like, oh, I cannot be with you when you look so fine.
Oh,
Like there was
great,
that
now
whole
we're gonna go
bit.
find this man's dead wife.
Like that whole bit underneath just doesn't make sense where he's screaming out, curse you, you little rotten Delilah. Humane Shield, $1.99. First movie that made you cry for me, Old Yeller.
I couldn't tell you. I cry so much all the time. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I just thought I'm always crying. I mean, Coco got me. I was in a plane while that happened.
Oh yeah.
Guy next to me was watching like John Wick or something.
Well, better then. So look, I am not necessarily a person that's like, need to crack down and have rules and things. However,
Sure.
I was on a plane, and the plane, this was about a week ago, and the person in front of me, so against my will, I got to watch Saw.
Oh.
While the sicko just sits there laughing.
Oh.
Now, what if I was a 10-year-old child? Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to watch that against my will. Now, if you bring it in on your tablet, whatever, that's fine.
Sure. Well,
Okay, that's okay. But it was on the plane app.
fair, you know? That's like people who microwave fish or people who play music on the bus without headphones. I get what you mean.
It was, like, I
No,
didn't
like-
want to see that. It was awful. It
What
was
if it's
awful.
like a cigarette before going to war? It's like if this plane crashes, I'm not gonna police you. You saw
What?
Saw. Yeah,
Is this
live
how
action
I
movies
ride
don't
this
make me.
man?
Yes, it is. And yeah, tones all over the place. Yeah, no, live action movies can't make me cry. I'm too manly for them. But cartoons, oh man. Small children, or even just any cartoon character overcoming the odds. I'm like, yeah, you did it.
You did it.
Sports movies too, I guess. So like Ted Lasso. Oh my God, Ted Lasso got me many, many times.
Blue Lock, many tears.
Blue light. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially because they just keep doubling down. Even when I'm like, no, he's gonna become a team player. He's like, oh,
No, that's the
even
point. It's
more
not about
stubborn.
being a
Yeah.
team player. It's
Oh.
not. That's what makes it so good. I love
But it's
good
just
goal.
it's like a puzzle where you go like, what happens? How could he be even more selfish and it work out? Right? It's great. Animes like that, it's like you know the ending, and that's what makes you so curious. You know they're gonna win, but how are they gonna win?
Ah, this is his wife.
Like, yeah. This is this.
His wife is dead.
Knives Out's the only movie I've ever seen twice in theaters. Why did you not get it the first time? Or they should have done the Clue thing where they gave alternate endings. Is that why you went back? You're like, oh,
What?
maybe there's another ending. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, Clue when it first came out, because there's 3 endings, and they would just play random endings in
What?
different theaters. Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
fun.
great.
Then you had to go somewhere else to see it. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it would
that's
just
like-
cause confusion.
The Until Dawn movie, everyone's like, didn't that have like a ton of endings? And people are like, yes, so what if we just gave
Oh,
like 20
whoa.
different endings or something and put it out? And it's
What
like,
if that
see, that's-
causes what if that causes divorce or like capital punishment? So let's say someone gets murdered and the description fits you oddly, right? And you're like, no, I went to see this movie. Oh yeah, what happened in the ending? But you don't know that was actually different. Oh god, you lied. There Will Be Blood is the only movie I've ever involuntarily stood up and clapped for in the theater. I'd like to think it was just you.
just you. Just this one
get- no.
one person, like, yeah.
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 scares the person next to you. Like, oh god. Did Titanic get you, Frost? No, because I watched that too young. Couldn't get it. You know?
You
couldn't
didn't
really
hear
get
it. Whitney busted
didn't.
out, and you were like, yeah, I'm in.
it. Yeah, near, far. No, didn't get me really.
No, Celine Dion.
That's the one. I was way too young when I watched that. Speaking of Clue, Frost, what type of movie would do well with the multiple endings? Just whodunits, right? Open world
Whodunits.
movies.
If
Multiple endings.
you did, not that it was a popular enough game to get an
News of Charlie's
adaptation.
departure has sent a shockwave through the city,
Um,
and stories have been pouring in. Let's hear one now.
What's it called? Paradise Killer.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
It would
I
be
mean-
really fun to almost have different version lengths where like
Yeah.
it stops at different points, or like a TV show version of that would be really interesting, where it resolves itself every episode, but each episode gets progressively longer until the final one's the movie that then covers the actual turn
Right,
of
yeah.
events. Because the thing I found really interesting about the payoff for that game is you can stop at any time. If you think you've explored enough, all right, go in and cast your judgment. Who did it? What happened? And so I find it, I really loved that, especially when you then get to the end and then are like, yay, congrats, you looked for everything, you did the thing. Instead, it's like, you've cast your judgment. I'm 99% sure I'm right.
But I
But-
don't know.
But yeah, it was a really interesting game with a really interesting payoff. And so to me, I almost love the idea that you resolve it every episode, but then kind of, I just think that could be a really interesting take. Because I don't think we've ever really seen anything do that, but it's something that only TV could really do.
Sure, I suppose, yeah. Alternate dimension type things. No, it'd have to be like a very purposeful gotcha type thing. I'm not sure. Could you get away with that nowadays? Because back then, that was before the internet. You couldn't check with anybody, and that's the joy in itself. Nowadays, you'd immediately see an IGN article. It's like, here's the 3 endings to the new movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
That's it.
There's no joy in it, no mystery.
Yeah, no. Like older Metroidvanias, when you found out there were multiple endings to some games, you're like, excuse me? And now it's just like taken as a given.
Yeah, you just assume, like, how do I get a good ending?
I think we're just beyond that. But I mean, if you want to get technical, how many endings are in Groundhog Day? Who's killed himself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Humane Shield, $1.99. The anime Your Lie in April, tears and laughter. Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's usually it's like a swell of emotions and music. You need them if you get them both just at the right time. I weep. You can work around social media, use it. I'd have to like do some disinformation campaigns, which are quite sexy.
Which is sexy.
What's up, Billy?
Yeah, Paradise Killer, good game. If you like trying to solve a thing,
Yeah.
Paradise Killer is absolutely worth checking out.
How many groundhogs did they kill to make that movie? None, because they're quantum immortal. Multiple endings, alternate endings. God. To see, it would have to be something that you're okay with not seeing. Because if you find out that there's 3 different endings, well, now you got to watch the movie.
Yours. Now you have to go watch the whole thing again.
Oh yeah. Honestly, we kind of had that before. It was during DVD times. Remember, they would have deleted scenes, and sometimes there were alternate endings. Like Butterfly Effect has 3 different endings. There you go, on your mighty steed, your bald rocket man.
Rocket.
Oh. God.
What?
What was that Will Smith movie, I Am Legend? Yes, it was. Couldn't stick the landing, he just couldn't do it. Nolan time travel, something always messing with non-linear narrative. Sure. I don't know. But he's very self-contained, him. That's the thing. Yeah, there's some deleted scenes or extras that are impossible to watch unless you have the DVD. Why hasn't that come back and been used more in like these streaming sites, right? Like on Netflix. Let me do the bloody special features.
Yeah.
Missed out. I remember there was some interviews in the old days where they're like, oh, okay, we're doing this for the DVD commentary. Cool. And I was like, yeah, why did that die out? I wonder if anybody would have the brass to make, I guess, sequels like that, where it just changed everything that you thought about it. Right now, Ryan Johnson does that, but it's super self-contained with like Poker Face and Glass Onion, where it's like, really, if you expand the shot out about 5 feet, you would know that I was standing there the whole time. I'm like, that's just cheating.
I was standing there the whole time.
I hate that. I hate how he films. I really hate that those are his twists. Where it's like, really, if I had just put the shot out another like 6 feet, you'd have noticed I was there eating a corn dog, overhearing them loudly talking. God.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Brazil. That's a very creepy one. Yeah.
Director's commentary release of the 4-hour Snyder Justice League. That's wild. Alrighty, that was the game. That was the cub.
Did it. Wrote a bald man.
The tone is very flip-flop.
Yes. It feels like when I was watching Kick-Ass. I've been here the whole time, exactly.
I was there. I'd hope you were.
Just chilling there. Yeah, I was in the bathroom right next to you.
They didn't even know.
I'm gonna make that my parody of Ryan Johnson's filming,
I like that. That would be fun. That
where
would
it's
be
like
very
the
fun.
two bad guys are talking, they're washing their hands in the bathroom, and then it's just me having a fighting for my life in the stall because chili dog got me wrong.
Because the chili dog got you wrong.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating. Yeah. So that was newly released. We'd be back. Plenty of games about to be coming out, making our job of deciding what we play very, very hard. Where is the cub going? I don't know. I don't
do.
know. Did you
Yeah.
finish it?
I did, yeah. It's a little short. Not a little short. It's not that long. I guess is the better way of phrasing it. Tonally it's wacky. It's wacky and maybe not in a good way. I felt it's a bit too on the nose, really. I was like, wow, all that and this is where we went, eh? Okay. I know.
So yeah. That's it from us for today. Frost, what are you doing?
What am
What
I
can the
doing?
people see?
Yeah. You're gonna have yourself first episode of Chronicle coming out
Oh, hell yeah.
very soon. I believe Friday is what I want to say. And then go watch me old cold take on Hades. That'll be a fun one. And then there's going to be a podcast tomorrow, Windbreakers. It's going to be me, Marty, Yahtzee. And that's all I've got in the immediate memory. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. As for me, I think I have something coming out this week on my channel, so follow me over on my socials to keep an eye on that. Outside of that, I'll be back, of course, next week for more newly released. Keep checking out the weekly drops of the previous episodes of Season 3 of Adventurers Night, with more to come. And we're doing some stuff for it. Some stuff's happening. Some stuff's happening. I'm excited for you all to experience and enjoy it. Yeah. That's about it from me. Have a good week. Enjoy your contents and all of the fun things that you were checking out. And we will catch you for the next one. Thank you for all your support.